Good morning. It's Wednesday, November 12th. I'm Miriam Bosiljevets. The U.S. House of Representatives returns to vote today, possibly ending the longest shutdown in its history. The shutdown, which began October 1st, halted food stamps for low-income Americans, canceled nearly 1,200 flights per day as air traffic controllers called in or quit, and left 1 million federal workers without pay. Earlier this week, the package passed the Senate after 7 Democrats and 1 independent joined the Republican Party in voting to back it. Protesters broke into the venue hosting the COP30 climate summit in Brazil overnight. BBC reports said a group of people pushed through the doors, causing limited damage to the venue and carrying signs reading, "Our forests are not for sale." The UN summit, held at the edge of the Amazon rainforest, has encouraged participation from activists and indigenous groups who have been organizing several rallies per day, and all of which had been peaceful. 50,000 people, including politicians from 200 countries, are attending the climate talks. However, there is no delegation from the U.S. Previously, U.S. President Donald Trump called the climate crisis a hoax. Construction of a new water treatment plant at Giant Mine is underway. It's expected to be operational by 2027. The deputy director for the Giant Mine remediation project said getting the plant operational will be a significant milestone for the project. Work completed so far has included deconstruction of the old roaster, once one of Canada's most contaminated buildings. For more details, visit CabinRadio.ca. Over the past few days, posts on Facebook have warned SCAN legislation is coming for drug dealers. SCAN, which stands for Safer Communities and Neighborhoods, is a civil law being brought forward by the NWT government to address the drug crisis and public safety. However, the legislation is unlikely to become law anytime soon. The earliest the bill would be introduced is sometime next year. Read more about the timeline and how the law would work on our website. The Yellowknife Historical Museum opened a new exhibit on Remembrance Day, examining the role of Second World War veterans from Yellowknife. The temporary exhibit honors a few individual Second World War veterans who made Yellowknife their home and helped build the community. The Museum Society said the Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry Regimental Museum and Archives had provided support and loaned items. And the Yellowknife Chinese Association is hosting a Harvest Festival celebration fundraising dinner buffet this Saturday. The event will feature homemade Chinese food and a family-friendly setting aimed at bringing the community together while supporting future initiatives such as language learning programs for children and adults. Since its formation, the association has taken part in city events such as Canada Day celebrations and the Multicultural Festival, where volunteers prepared and handed out more than 100 portions of homemade food. Your weather forecast for today: Yellowknife -8 with a chance of flurries, Inuvik -11 with a chance of flurries, Norman Wells -8 with a chance of flurries, Hay River -6 with a chance of flurries, Fort Smith -5 and mainly cloudy, and Fort Simpson -11 with a chance of flurries.